Today on Gun Mart TV we've got Beretta's fantastic new DT11, the Sport Black model. It's a competition gun, out and out, and it's a fantastic handling new version of their, well, it's award winning and it's prize winning, you know, it's an Olympic type gun. This is the Sport Black model. You can get them from Skeet all the way up to the beautiful EELL models as well. And it's you know, it's a nice, chunky, sturdy shotgun for competition use. Needs to be about 3.6 kilograms in weight it is, with a 14.75 length of pull. Anyway, they've made some changes, so let's look at the individual changes as we go along. So let's first have a look at the action. As the name suggests, the Sport Black edition has this lovely black matte receiver, which is very, very nice, and you have little accents of highly polished bluing all the way through. I actually like this. I prefer it actually than, you know, some ornate engraving. Although Beretta do very nice engraving, I think they're actually more in tune with a competition gun. And also the hinge pin is nicely blued as well. If you look on top here, the top strap or opening lever here is slightly kinked, which is very nice. It's very large and it's very ergonomic and easy to open. Berettas are easy to open anyway. Also, you'll notice on top that the safety and the barrel selector now have very nice ridges on top, so that they're accentuated, so they're very easy to grip and very easy to use. Also, being a DT model, DT stands for detachable trigger, and gone is the carbon fibre trigger section underneath here to lighten it. It's all metal, and this is easily detached in competition if you want to change it out, or if you want to clean the gun, or for safety reasons. You also see on the DT11 models, they beef up the action, which is great. I mean, that's why you want a competition gun. It's designed to actually shoot a lot of rounds in competition, you know, thousands and thousands, and the action will just keep on going. You know, it also gives good weight to the gun as well. It's got a fantastic locking system, and if you open it up, you can actually see that Beretta have actually also beefed up all around the barrels, so you have extra meat here as well, again giving longevity to the barrel life, which is fantastic. These are 3-inch chambers, they're steel proofed as normal. And here, if you look, you have these fantastic locking lugs which interface with the responding abutments in the action face here, and when the action closes, I mean, it's literally like a Rolls-Royce door. This, see there, that is a locking lug which goes right across and locks on top of those two upward facing hooks or lugs, and it gives an unbelievably solid action. I absolutely love that. Here again, that really, really does fit nicely, and that gives the DT11 its fantastic famed longevity in competition and really good solid lockup. Now let's look to see what's new with the barrels, the rib section and the chokes. Barrels on this Sport Black model are only available in 12 gauge, and they're 3-inch chambered and steel shot proofed, and they're only available in 30 and 32 inches. We have the 30-inch model here. You now have a steel rib, which is a 10 by 8 mil configuration with a single white bead at the end. Old models had a carbon fibre rib, but that's gone now, so that's new. The chokes, and you get a full set of 5. They're the Optima HP chokes, and they're fantastic. They're colour coded, very, very easy to use, take in and out. There's no mistaking when you've got them in the barrel in competition that you know exactly what you've got at the end of the chamber, and they produce some fantastic patterns, let's be honest with you. Also now the matte black finish on the barrel's gone. That is a blued finish on the barrel, and of course being Beretta, it's made from Stellium Pro, and that is a tri-alloy metal which is hammer forged and then vacuum heat treated, and it's fantastic for barrel longevity. Also, one little feature inside the barrel, which is not immediately obvious, is you have a 480mm long tapered forcing cone. This gives the DT11, along with its weight of 3.6 kilograms, very low recoil, very little muzzle jump. Cool. And that is really good in competition because basically you have a very, very fast second shot because your muzzles aren't jumping. Let's look at the stock too, because that's had a few changes as well. Now, this model has very, very nice walnut, as you expect. It's got a lovely satin oil finish. It's a grade 3, and hopefully you can see it sort of shimmering there. It's got a lovely figure and tiger striping on this particular DTL Sport Black. Very nice fine checkering here on the pistol grip, which is very, very, it fits my hand very, very nicely. And you have a slight palm swell here, which I also like. And also on top, there's an addition for a bit of checkering here for your thumb, so you should need it. You have the micro core recoil pad, which is very nice, and this can be taken off and you can actually replace it for different sizes, so you can increase the length of pull, which is 14.7 inches overall, and for me that was actually fine, although I do like a longer length of pull. And inside, Beretta have this fantastic feature called the B-Fast system, and you get a full complement of B-Fast weights in with the DT11. And basically inside here you can add additional weights, so if you've got a 30-inch barrel or a 32-inch barrel, you can actually get it to balance, and these balance pretty much on the hinge pin, which is very, very nice. Also on this model you can adjust the height of the cheek piece or comb, which is very, very useful in competition for shooting different types of targets. And again, loosen here, move up and down and adjust as you want to fit. It also tilts and goes left and right, which is fantastic. Moving along, on this model they've now actually used a beaver tail forend, which I much prefer. I do like schnabels, but this is a lovely beaver tail forend, so you can hold in any position without feeling impeded. Again, super fine checkering, but it gives a nice grip, and it's wrapped around as well at the front. And all in all, the walnut and the actual stock on these DT11s are absolutely perfect for balance and for sustained use and strength. Right, now we're going to test the DT11 Sport Black on some pattern boards. Always a good way to see how it shoots. We've got the modified and improved modified, so we're going to use a 3/4 choke barrel for testing. And first up are the EELL Superb, sorry. And these are very, very nice round. They're a fibre wad, 7.5 shot size, and an ounce or 28 grams. It's very mild to shoot. The extra weight in the DT11 just means you can actually shoot and shoot and shoot in a competition without any fatigue. You know, very nice. They're very mild to shoot that load. Wow, those EELL Superbs really shot very well. Look at that. I mean, that's a 3/4 inch choke we had on the DT11 at 30 yards, and we had 369 of the 28 gram weight of number 7.5 shot on the board. And that was distributed with 174 in the inner 15-inch circle there, a really dense pattern, and the remaining 195 around the circumference. I mean, that is a fantastic, really good coverage for a clay round there. I highly recommend. Another good competition load are the EELL DTL Gold, and that's another 7.5 shot size and 28 gram. And these are fantastic for competition, designed for sustained shooting and really good patterns. So we'll shoot in the DT11 and see how it patterns. Yeah, hopefully you can see that. There's hardly any rise on that at all. Well, it's a shame I pulled the shot there a little bit on the DTL Golds. They really normally produce a very tight pattern, which it did today. But I slightly pulled off on the shot. But we still had 357 of the number 7.5 shot from the 28 gram loading on the board. And that was again distributed 137 in the inner circle and 220 around the periphery. But say, you know, normally that would be in the centre. So think of this as the centre here, and you've got yourself a very nice pattern with those DTL Golds. Another light competition load is the 28 gram 7.5 shot NSI multi-target. And these they usually pattern well, so we'll have a look. Yeah, and the triggers as well. I mean, these have leaf spring triggers in this, because the DT means detachable trigger, and we'll take it out, you know, and we'll show you the trigger mechanism. But it's very light. It's almost like a rifle let off on that, so that is very, very nice. And ejection too, nice and positive. Well, I mean, that's a fantastic pattern, isn't it? I mean, those NSI multi-target with their 28 gram number 7.5 shot, like the other cartridges we've tested, but look at that unbelievably even, dense pattern at 30 yards. We had 365 of the number 7.5 pellets on total, 252 in the inner circle, and look, they radiate right from the centre all the way out. No clay is going to get away from that, and the remaining 113 around the outside. That is a really, really, really good pattern. NSI makes some fantastic cartridges, and they're well priced as well. That was my favourite load in the DT11, beyond a doubt. Last up we've got the Jocker, and they are the Bio Sport. It's a steel shot round, and it's a nice light 21 gram 7.5 shot, and this should be a pussycat to shoot, and this will be a nice little load for practice as well. Just get used to the shotgun. That just lines up so naturally. Lovely. And there, pump. Typical confetti coming out the barrel, and very mild to shoot. I'd say that's very nice to shoot. I'm not a competitive shooter, but I tell you what, this is the sport model. You can get, you know, it's designed for competition, but there's no reason why you can't take it out in the field and use it, because it's a very usable, strong and dependable gun. I thought we'd test a nice target load here and bean steel as well. The Bio ISO steel is one such cartridge, and it shot very nicely actually. It's very light, it's 21 grams of number 7 shot. I made a total of 291 on the board with the 3/4 choke in there. That was distributed 129 in the inner circle with it, you know, a little bit patchy in places, but you know, you're still going to break a clay, and the remaining 162 around this circumference. So, and very mild to shoot in the DT11. I mean, 21 grams, you can shoot that all day, you know. So a nice little steel load, that one. Well, we've got a couple of high birds crossing now, so it's a manual safety, it's off. Here we come. I say that's really nice. So the extra weight of this really makes it so easy for that second shot. It's lovely, very, very nice indeed. And you don't get hit at all on that. No, it's very, very nice gun. Right, we've got a couple of low crossing birds now, about 25, maybe 30 yards, a little way out. These are 30-inch barrels. There's 32s, give you a little bit more swing, but I quite like them a little bit shorter, I've got to be honest with you. So let's have a go. Go, pull. Nice. Right, we've got a couple of crosses. They're going to be quite low across here. We've got modified and improved modified choke on here, and we'll give it a go. So the balance on this DT11 is fantastic, and I do like the adjustable B-fast comb on this. It does really bring your cheek down, looking right down the rib. Anyway, here we go. Pull. Pull. Oh, just missed the last one. Well, there you have it. The new Beretta DT11 shot superbly, as we can see, and is a fantastic addition to Beretta's new competition line of shotguns.